you've got your idea, you know what you want to do, you're ready to go for it, but you don't have a bloody clue what you actually need to do, and you're just feeling really stuck. This is such a critical point, because if you don't find a way to build momentum, to start talking about what you're doing, to start getting it out there, you literally stall, you're literally just stationary, and that is a really dangerous place to be, because when you are stalling and you're not really doing anything, what happens? Doubt creeps in, you start questioning everything, you start pulling it all apart, you start thinking this was a really silly idea. Retreat, and before you know it, you are parking your idea and just getting on with life and reality, because that was a stupid idea anyway. It's happened to me so many times, but that's not what you want. If you want to make something amazing happen, then you've got to build momentum. So there's 2 really easy ways to build momentum, and I want to share with you how I did it. When I started the Female Entrepreneur Association, I bought my domain name, I got my website going, I was ready to take action. There were 2 core things that I did. The first one, I started networking like a crazy person. If you think to yourself, I've got this idea, how can I start to connect with people? How can I start getting known for this? How can I even just start getting known locally for what I do and building relationships with people locally, if that's a possibility for you? That is such a powerful thing to do. I looked up online local networking events I could go to, even though it terrified me, because the idea of going into a room full of strangers by myself felt like a fish out of water, and it gave me anxiety to even think about it. But I was like, I am doing this. I made a list of all the events and I started going along to a few events. I was at least going to an event once a month. It was good to get there to those places and have conversations and to practice saying, hi, I'm Carrie and I'm building the Female Entrepreneur Association. It's a project for bringing women together to help them to build successful businesses. It felt weird saying it because it had been an idea in my head for such a long time. So it gave me the chance to practice saying to other people, telling other people what I did. And what happened was I started to build relationships, and people were then really interested to hear what I was doing. And then they were really interested to support me and to help me because I connected with them and I built a relationship with them. And all of a sudden it felt like momentum was starting to build. All of a sudden I was meeting these people who were becoming friends. We were talking about business together. They knew me as Carrie, the person building that business. And it was like this whole world was opening up for me, and it was incredible. The buzz that it created, the momentum that it created, the inspiration that it created for me was massive. So I was networking offline, in person, and then I was also networking online. One of the first platforms I started to use was LinkedIn. I was talking at an event the other week. Someone else talking was sharing her story of how on LinkedIn, she went from 0 to 6 figures in 10 months because she got really bloody good at LinkedIn and how networking and connecting on LinkedIn. It's amazing. Just show up to network, to connect with people. There are millions of people online who are waiting to get to know you and have conversations with you. Even if all you do at first is just respond to what other people are saying, respond to other people's posts, like cheering other people on, connecting and getting to know other people, it's a really good place to start. And obviously there's LinkedIn, there's Facebook groups, there's amazing communities that you can be part of. I mean, the Female Entrepreneur Association has an incredible online community for women in business. It's like being part of those spaces and creating those friendships builds momentum. I literally would go on LinkedIn, people started to know me and what I was doing. People would reach out to me and say, would you be able to come along to this event for women in business? I would be like, yeah, I would love to. I became a yes person, saying yes to like all these opportunities. And I think it's a time to be a yes person and a time to be a no person. And at that phase, yes, you are a yes person. You are literally doing anything and everything to build momentum. And so someone invited me to be a judge on this awards panel for businesses. And I went along, the head judge. He had this huge festival that he ran, and I went to the festival and he nominated me for an award for the festival that I ended up winning. And then I ended up getting like this helicopter mentoring session with Lord Billamoria, the founder of Cobra Beer. And from that, I ended up getting invited to Buckingham Palace to talk about entrepreneurship. And I was like, what the bloody hell am I doing at Buckingham Palace talking about entrepreneurship? I wasn't making any money. I was making no money. But it was only happened because I put myself out there and I connected. I am not an extroverted person. Put me in a room full of strangers and I will go and sit in the corner. But when I was clear on my mission and what I wanted to do, it gave me the courage to just get out there and start just having simple conversations. And that's all it was about, building relationships, having conversations. So that's the first thing, get out there and network. How can you get known locally and also do that online? The second thing that's so crucial for building momentum is to learn. When we step into this frame of mind that we can learn anything at all, that we are this vessel, and what we put in, like we can just keep expanding and expanding and expanding, and learning enables us to do that. So you might feel like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm not an entrepreneur. I am not a business person. Like, you might have all these thoughts about yourself, but I tell you what, if you decide, okay, I want to learn how to build a successful online business, you can learn how to build a successful business. You can. It's the same as deciding I want to learn a musical instrument or I want to learn a language. You pick the language you want to learn and you go and you take a course and you get a teacher and you learn and you practice and you practice and you practice and you practice, and guess what? You get better and you get better and you get better, and one day you can speak that language. Is it going to take time? Yes. Is it going to take effort? Yes. Do you have to put into it? Yes. But you 100% can do it. You know you can. And it's exactly the same for building a successful online business. And learning builds momentum, because what happens when we learn is we get ideas and it's like, oh, that's what you need at the beginning. The last thing you need is to be a parked car where you're just stuck still. Like, you have to be going, you have to be moving to reach a destination. And it's the same with your business dreams. You want to reach a destination, you've got to be moving. So build momentum. So decide what is it that you need to learn and what communities, what people can you learn from. Like, come into the Female Entrepreneur Zone, come and learn with us. If you're here, you're liking these videos, come, join, or keep watching the free content, keep connecting with people, reach out to people that you want to learn more from, send me a message on Instagram or something and connect more, but take those steps to learn and to network. So simple. Every single one of us has the power to do it, and it will make such a difference. It will build so much momentum in your business. So go start doing that, and then in the next episode I want to dive deeper and I want to talk about what kind of content do you need to create, what do you actually need to be creating to start taking this a step further and start proactively putting stuff out there to kind of draw people into your world. One of the biggest things that I learned back in the beginning that really helped me to make this super easy for myself. So I will see you in the next episode. If you want more help to build a really successful online business, then come and take our quiz. We're going to ask you a few simple questions, and then after that we'll give you a personalized plan for how you can build a really successful business based on where you are at. Go and take it. The link is below, and I will see you in the next episode.